cars check up in front of you, and you're trying to get that. You're trying to get to your pit road limiter. We couldn't get that time.
Can you talk about that near miss with the 24?
What?
The near miss with the 24 right before that.
Apparently it didn't matter. I finished in the same spot if I hit him or not.
At Texas Motor Speedway during the 2026 Worth 400, the most dangerous place on the track wasn't the high bank turns, but the pit road lane designed for safety. This incident turned into a chaos in slow motion, event caused by a mathematical trap, and what happened next exposed a brutal truth that every NASCAR fan needs to understand. If you're new here, hit that like button and subscribe. Content like this is exactly why this channel exists, and your support means everything. As the field entered for the 12th caution of the day, William Byron, number 24, exited his stall directly into the path of Cole Custer, number 41. To avoid a T-bone collision, Custer performed a brake stand, a massive deceleration to align for his own stall. Joey Logano, trailing immediately behind, was blinded by the pack. Because the field was taking 2 tires, the cars had not yet spread out. Logano had zero visual on Custer's brake lights until the gap vanished. The left front of Logano's Ford slammed into the right rear of Custer's Chevrolet, obliterating the nose of the 22 car. NASCAR officials reviewed the footage and issued no penalties, effectively admitting the collision was a logistical failure of the environment. This reframes the crash from a driver error into a consequence of a high-speed parking lot. As Logano noted, "We wrecked on pit road, everyone was taking 2 tires, and the field was still bunched up." Even with the best defensive driving, you cannot overcome the physical impossibility of 3 cars trying to occupy the same 6 inches of asphalt. While the officials saw it as a racing incident, the consequences for Logano's season were anything but neutral. Joey Logano's exit from a Worth 400 was not the result of an aggressive gamble for the lead, but rather a failed attempt at a conservative strategy. Earlier in the race, Logano narrowly escaped a collision with William Byron's spinning car, an event that prompted him to shift entirely into management mode. On lap 94, he opted for a calculated middle ground approach by taking only 2 right side tires during the caution. His objective was clear: maintain a specific track position while minimizing risk. Following the incident, he explicitly stated, "I would have finished in a safe spot either way." He was prioritizing a top 15 finish over a high-risk victory, yet this very caution, the 12th of the day, brought the danger into the one area of the track where he felt protected. This sequence exposes the safe spot fallacy within professional racing. In a high-attrition environment like Texas Motor Speedway, there is no such thing as a truly secure position. Logano executed his plan perfectly. He avoided on-track wrecks, preserved his equipment, and maintained a calm temperament. Despite this, he suffered a DNF. This proves that a driver's survival is frequently untethered from their personal skill and is instead tied to the mechanical and spatial decisions of the drivers surrounding them. If you cannot predict the movement of the car 6 inches in front of you, your strategy is effectively moot. The Worth 400 at Texas Motor Speedway on May 3, 2026, transformed from standard points race into a relentless war of attrition that systematically dismantled the field's strongest contenders. It was a statistical anomaly where the track's environment acted as a filter, removing the lead drivers regardless of their seasonal momentum or technical speed. The casualty list included the most dominant performers of the afternoon. Eric Jones had already asserted his strength by winning Stage 1, yet found himself entangled in the spiraling chaos. Chase Elliott, who appeared untouchable after dominating Stage 2 with a sophisticated fresh tire strategy, saw his advantages neutralized by the shifting conditions. Even Christopher Bell, a perennial favorite for the podium, had been eliminated by a separate, isolated failure earlier in the event. By the time Logano was towed to the garage at lap 108, 3 of the most competitive cars in the garage were already out of commission. This high attrition rate meant that survival superseded speed. The race was no longer about who was the fastest, but who was left standing. While the pit road pileup ended the day for the number 22 Ford, the incident was merely a flashpoint in a larger pattern of mechanical and physical collapse. The mechanical reality of the collision left the Team Penske crew with no path to repair. The impact was so severe it destroyed the entire left front section of the number 22 Ford, leading to a terminal 37th place finish. In the current next-gen era, where the NASCAR Cup Series points system rewards consistency, a DNF of this magnitude acts as a mathematical anchor. By failing to finish, a championship-caliber team effectively forfeits a potential 30 to 45-point haul, replacing it with a near-zero score that can take months of top-5 finishes to offset. This matters because playoff positioning is often decided by a single-digit margin. Dropping to the bottom of the scoreboard at Texas doesn't just ruin a Sunday, it compromises a driver's cushion heading into the round of 16. A 37th-place disaster forces a team to abandon conservative points racing and pivot to a must-win mentality to guarantee a postseason berth. This desperation often leads to more aggressive pit calls and riskier maneuvers, fundamentally altering the team's trajectory for the remainder of the 2026 season. The aftermath of the collision revealed more about Joey Logano's veteran maturity than his speed on the track. While fans and analysts expected a fiery confrontation, the 2018 and 2022 champion displayed a stoic refusal to assign blame in the garage. He recognized that the high-frequency nature of the 12 cautions had fundamentally altered the psychology of pit road, turning a transition zone into a high-stakes bottleneck. He noted that you can't see through the cars in front of you, acknowledging that the sight lines of the next-gen car, combined with the density of the pack during a two-tire stop, created a sensory blackout. By refusing to seek a scapegoat, Logano reinforced his status as a garage leader who prioritizes objective reality over emotional reaction. This mindset is vital for team morale. When a champion remains level-headed, it prevents the number 22 crew from spiraling into frustration. The Worth 400 serves as a definitive case study in how the physical constraints of a venue can override the strategic intent of a team. This environment creates a paradox. As teams attempt to gain time with two-tire stops, they simultaneously increase the density of the pack, leaving no margin for human reaction. The track possesses its own agency, and Texas proved it completely. Success in the 2026 season requires more than a fast engine. It demands navigating a landscape where the safe choice is often a secondary illusion. Logano did everything right, avoided host car spins, managed his equipment, and sought stability. Yet he still ended up with a 37th-place DNF and a destroyed Ford. The asphalt at Texas won the battle of management versus chaos, and that is a warning every team must carry forward. This channel is brand new, and if stories like this speak to you, please like this video and subscribe. Every single subscriber brings us one step closer to our goal of 1,000 subscribers, and it genuinely makes a difference. Now we want to hear from you. Do you think NASCAR needs to redesign pit road protocols to prevent high-attrition pileups like this? Or is the chaos simply an unavoidable part of the sport? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.